interruption this time. Libok receives and knocks it into touch wisely. So,
hi guys, welcome to another one. Welcome to another episode. For this one, I'm doing a review for the Springboks versus Argentina game, which showed on TV on Saturday night, 9 p.m. South African time. This game was played in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, in a nearly full stadium. Yeah. So, coming from the previous game, these guys played with each other here in South Africa, in Ellis Park. The Springboks won by a single point, and it was a very close game. So I was a bit worried coming to this game, thinking that maybe Argentina were gonna... Actually, I thought Argentina were gonna pull something here and maybe get like a win or something, you know. But yeah, it was not really the case. The Springboks started really well here. With their physicality, the carries they were making were very physical, yeah, forcing Argentina to retreat in their defense. And in one of the cases, they managed to get a penalty and opted for to kick for 3 points.
Springboks on the attack now with Nyakane. Reinach away to Thomas the Toy. Time after time, the Springboks come and they're making meters as they go. Visa, the latest with the carry. Here's for them, sir. Running out of space of the physical intensity from the Springboks.
But when the fly came up for the kick, he couldn't convert the 3 points. He missed Libok. I think it was in the front actually, a sitter for him to score here, but he couldn't convert here, Libok. So that's when I started to worry a bit about the fly half, because now in tight games you need the fly half to be really on song. Anything you get, form of points you get, you must take them. The Boks were organized here and were threatening. Whenever they had the ball, they were very organized, they were threatening. But the problem is that we're not converting the pressure into tries or any points whatsoever.
Offload and contact for Visa. Quick ball for Reinach. Here's the patient defense of Argentina.
And as a result, when Argentina got an opportunity, they managed to score a try to Bertrano. First half of the game, it was scored by Argentina.
Here he comes, Bertrano!
Now to reply to that try, Boks found themselves inside Argentina's 22, the red zone, and got a penalty against Sita. And opted to kick, and when Libok came up to kick, he missed again. He didn't convert the 3 points. 6 points gone now down the drain. So from this missing of the kick, there were a few plays and no major events in the game until halftime. Halftime score, Argentina 10. Springboks had managed to I think they scored one of the penalties they were getting. They managed to score one penalty. So it was Argentina 10, Springboks 3 points. The first half from the Springbok was not good. Especially from the 10. It was not good in the first half. It was missing a lot of penalties. A 10 should not miss penalties, especially a Springbok 10. It's supposed to be someone who's very ruthless with the kicking tee. Someone who has a very good average when he's kicking, you know. You can't be winning games, big games, with the kicking average of below 50%. You're not going to win games. I'm not trying to be harsh on Libok, but I know he's the only guy we have right now who we can trust going forward to the World Cup, but he's not up to par for me when it comes to the kicking department. So when the second half started, the Boks looked better. They looked better. They looked more there was more urgency and desperation for them to like try to turn over the game and maybe look for a win. And in one of these plays, they managed to score a try through Mazole Mapimpi on the left-hand side there.
Setterak in centre field, and Reinach has options left and right.
Advantage tackle of the ball.
Skips out the dummy runners. Creel with the offload to Willemse. Willemse hits Mapimpi on the outside. Makazole Mapimpi.
And after this try, they followed up again with the second try through Ken Moody on his right-hand side. Beautiful tries from our wings here, guys. Those were nice tries.
Advantage waiting for South Africa. Esther Hayes into Libok. Libok with the cross kick. Moody's in position. Kanan Moody's in.
Really impressive from them. Yeah, they're definitely gonna go to the World Cup. These two wings. So by the 60th minute, I was still worried by number 10. He was still blowing cold on the cooking tea. You know, he was still missing some kicks. The kicks that was still continued to miss. You know, he does have the X factor, number 10, but he misses a lot of penalties, guys. Sorry, I can't really get myself to accept this. So the Springboks started now to change now, started to squeeze Argentina now. Squeeze Argentina, and they were winning the scrums.
Set. Hold the pressure, lads.
A lot of changes in both packs, and the Springboks ready to move forward.
They're dominating the contact zones, showing a lot of accuracy in their defensive reads.
That breakdown.
Committed.
It's been absolutely smoked, Pietrano, illegally so.
Fall in.
Andre Esterhuizen leading the counter-ruck efforts. Visa shooting up out of that line. Tremendous defensive pressure from South Africa. Klein makes his hit on Borgaro. Los Pumas continue working the blind side. Matera holding it like a loaf of bread. He's been hunted behind the gain line.
No hands now, no.
Got the bit between their teeth now, these Springboks. Bofeli at first, receiver Montoya behind the gain line. Argentina traveling backwards.
Mapimpi and Moody were good. Also when they were up and unders, they were chasing them very well, the Springboks, and winning them actually, Mapimpi especially. So they were very good, the Springboks, by this time. They got a few penalties. On top of those two tries they scored, they got a few penalties in which they managed to convert to make the final score to be 24 Springboks, Argentina 13. Yes, Springboks won here. Yes, but I'm still very much concerned about number 10. I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned about number 10, guys. I know Lipok is the only guy we can trust right now. He's the top 10. If we remove Hunter Pollard, he's the only guy who can play there, Lipok. Formidable. But man, his kicking average is low, man. He misses a lot of crucial penalties that we're supposed to be scoring. Especially the fact that our game plan revolves around taking these 3 points and building that scoreboard pressure. So if number 10 is missing penalties, crucial penalties, it can cost us big games, you know. It can cost us big games. And what I noticed is that Manelipok was not kicking well when things were very intense. He only started to find his mojo when the Springboks were going forward, when there was a gap in the points between us and Argentina, when we were doing well. That's when he started to kick, you know, to get the 3 points in between the sticks there. But previously, in the first quarter or in the first half, he was not doing well because things were very tense. When you need him to slot in the 3 points, he was not slotting in the 3 points. I'm not trying to be harsh on him or anything. Yeah, it's just my observations. I know it's probably going to go to the World Cup. We're going to have to take him because we don't have other options at 10. He's the only option we have. But even him as the option at 10 still worries me a lot. Yeah. Thanks so much. Enjoy your evening.